Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today video is about DLSS 3.5. I'm super excited. I love new tech. This tech is pretty awesome. Since the beginning of time, I've been using DLSS, and I use it in every game. It helps me a lot with my FPS, especially because I play in 4K. But yeah, there's a lot of confusion about DLSS, 2, 3, and now 3.5. And yeah, I'm gonna clear that up with you guys in this video. This slide is truly a mess. This is the official slide from NVIDIA that's supposed to be doing this, and this confused a lot of people, and I think people are were already getting confused when DLSS 3 was first announced, and now the introduction of DLSS 3.5 is getting people even more confused. Alright, so when DLSS 3 first came out, it was exclusive to the 40 series, and the problem is that that's not actually true. It's only true if you think DLSS 3 means frame generation, and this is where NVIDIA has confused a lot of people because of their branding of these technologies. I think DLSS was super successful and so highly regarded that when they created the new frame generation feature, they decided to call it DLSS. And I really don't think they should, because DLSS, deep learning super sampling, is a super resolution technology. You render the game at a lower internal resolution, and then it outputs an image that is, it tries to reconstruct to look like a higher output resolution. So frame generation doesn't do that. Frame generation is like a type of interpolation. You're looking at an image, a normal frame your game generates, then you look at the same game data motion vectors pointing to where these objects are going, and then you get most of the next frame rendered, and then a type of interpolation happens between those two that generates an in-between frame, and then that's why your frame rate literally increases, but it's really not doing at all the same thing as super resolution, which is just allowing your game to run into a lower internal resolution. These are entirely different features, and now that they introduced DLSS 3.5, which obviously is creating more confusion. So now with DLSS 3.5, we have the introduction of reconstruction, which is really a better denoiser for ray tracing. That's a better ray tracing denoiser. This one at least is more of a super resolution technology. It seems like more like the original DLSS, in that the idea is to have a smaller number of rays, but then kind of reconstruct it into a more detailed image with a better denoising, that type of thing. However, the confusion now is that there's really three technologies that are not the same thing, all under DLSS. And with the introduction of 3.5, it's now even more confusing which GPUs support which technologies, and once again, this slide right here is really confusing a lot of people. Let's start when DLSS was just a version 1, and 2, it was just a super resolution technology. With the introduction of DLSS 3, you then introduced frame generation technology, but you still had super resolution under that. And then DLSS 3.5 is now adding on a third technology. The problem is these are supported by different GPUs. Okay, so let's take a look at this graph. So you see DLSS off on the left with 20 FPS, then you see DLSS 2 with 63 FPS, and then you see frame generation, which is DLSS 3 with 100 FPS, and now you see DLSS 3.5 with 108 FPS. Now, the frame generation is only tied to 40 series GPUs. So if you have a 30 series GPU or a 20 series GPU, you're only gonna get till DLSS 2. Now they say DLSS 3.5 is gonna work with all GPUs, which is true, but you're not gonna get frame generation, which is still only tied to 40 series GPU. So you will get DLSS 3.5 with probably DLSS 2, which will help out with your ray tracing, and you might get a little bit better FPS. Like you see at DLSS 2 at 63 FPS, you probably might get up to, I don't know, 70 FPS with DLSS 3.5, but you're not gonna get DLSS 3 which is frame generation, which is only tied to 40 series GPU. Okay, so I created this simple graph so you guys can have a better picture in your mind. So if you look at DLSS 2.0 super resolution, you get the RTX 20 series, you get the RTX 30 series, and then you get the RTX 40 series. They all include DLSS 2.0. Now DLSS 3.0, which is frame generation, only RTX 40 series has that, which is the newest graphic cards. And now DLSS 3.5, which is ray reconstruction, has RTX 20 series, and RTX 30 series, and obviously the RTX 40 series. But just like I was telling you guys before, DLSS 3.5 is on every GPU, but you won't get frame generation, which is only as you can see in the graph, just for RTX 40 series. So you will get better FPS with ray tracing probably, but don't expect it to have the frame generation type of FPS. Alright, I hope you guys liked that video. Hopefully you guys are not so confused anymore. I have no idea why NVIDIA doesn't clear that up. They also say it's like all GPUs. No, it's only from 20 series and above. Anything below that, you don't even get to use DLSS. I mean, I don't know why they don't clear that up. They just say all GPU. 20 series was the first GPUs to take advantage of DLSS, and then now we have DLSS 3 frame generation, and now we have 3.5, which is going to be in all GPUs. No, it's not. It's like 20 series and up. And also, remember, you're not going to get frame generation, which is tied to 40 series. So hopefully I cleared that up for you guys. All right, bye-bye.